Today in Canada. Look at it. The water is rippling and the light is shining through the snow and creating this effect. That's like the stars. When you look at them with a P1000 camera, they look like that because the stars are shining from above, from the water above the firmament, like the Bible says, right? But anyway, I haven't had to heat my ponds at all. And there's the marsh, and this part here, there's a little hole in the liner so that the water can drain because the snow will melt and then it drains into the pond. And same with over there, some areas can drain into the pond, but I just wanted to show you that. Let's take a quick look inside. It was all covered like an igloo. I haven't had to heat it at all. We've had below -40 this year, and there was never any ice. But here I've opened it up. You can see the rippling again. And there are some fish down there. And some are hiding. These are the smaller ones. But in the top pond, we'll be able to see them better. Keep the pond running all year. Let me see if I can get a picture. There's the water coming from the marsh. And the light is shining through the snow. But yeah, it's easier to see the bigger ones in the top pond. I cleared off some of the snow. And this is just basically some 2x4s. There's a pallet laid over there and some old garden racks to hold the plastic up, and I covered it like that for the winter, and I never got no ice. And look at how nice they're doing, okay? They're all at the bottom, healthy as can be, been through the -40. The cold weather doesn't kill them, but the people in the UK, their temperatures overall are too warm and they don't get enough cold days to knock off the parasites. So they're always constantly fighting parasites. But if they let their fish get cold in the winter for what little winter they have, they'd be better off. And I seen a video, a guy claimed his koi died over the winter in the UK. But you know what? I've never lost a koi in the winter in all my 32 years of keeping koi. Never happened. But what happens is in the UK, the fish are riddled with parasites from keeping cold water fish in water that's too warm. And the parasites never get knocked off, so they have high levels of parasitic activity. And in the winter, they just sleep, okay? And one other guy said, oh, your koi can't possibly hibernate. There's no such thing. Well, guess what? My koi don't eat for 8 months of the year here in Canada, is what it usually works out to. And if they didn't have a hibernative state, then they would have died, okay? Their breathing slows down. They don't eat at all. They just stay there in the cold water like the trout and the other cold water fish in Canada. And they're also spreading all over Canada in the ice cold lakes and not eating for months and months, okay? And they're huge and they're healthy. There was one in Alberta that was a massive koi somebody caught in northern Alberta lake, okay? They're spreading, they're cold water fish, and they're like trout. They're way healthier in cold water. Look at how good those koi look. And that's today from my new ponds in Canada.